Hey guys, welcome back to another module. Now in this module, I'm going to show you guys a simple Facebook ad strategy. Now you want to pay attention to this closely because this is something that most people find extremely complicated. And just like every other thing in life, it takes repetition, right? Before it becomes easier, right? Even this simple strategy might be a little bit difficult or challenging to you right now. But here's the thing, challenge is what helps you to grow, right? Understand that nothing ever grows in a comfort zone. So challenge yourself, open your mind to what's about to come, right? But understand that this is something that is non-negotiable. You have to practice. Now, understand that the course provides you with a blueprint, but the learning does not stop at this course. If it is that you need to go out there and research additional marketing strategies, research, get additional information, it is on you to do that, right? I have never bought a course and just feel like so the learning end in that program. No, I always go out there because I've gotten a blueprint, a process to follow. So if I need to go and get additional information, that's exactly what I'm going to do, right? Maybe Ken Star didn't explain something well. Maybe somebody else can explain that point because I now have a process to follow. So I can now go out and get additional information to strengthen that process. All right. So with that said, let's dive into the simple ad strategy. All right. So let's jump onto the ads manager. What we're going to do is we're going to go to Facebook Ads Manager. So the website is called adsmanager.facebook.com. Firstly, when you're running advertisement, you need to create a Facebook business page. Once again, I won't go through the process to show you how to create a Facebook business page. For most people, this is self-explanatory. You log into your Facebook account and you literally click profile, create business page, right? If you don't know, you can always go out there and look for additional information on how to create business page or ask ChatGPT. But this is simple information, right? But what we're going to go into is a strategy so that we don't make this video too long that, people who are a little bit more advanced can, find it as a drag. So if it is that you're somebody who don't know how to create a Facebook business page, right, you can go there and look for that information just the same. But for now, I want to show you guys the ad strategy. So let's dive into it. So once we type adsmanager.facebook.com, it's going to take us to this platform right here. First thing we're going to do is click on this where it says the green button that says create. Once you do that, we're going to click on sales and then we're going to click continue. We're going to put the name of our product right here. So I'm going to call this debt tracker. This is just for tracking purposes for you to know what it is. Because for example, if you have multiple products, you want to know, right? They will put sales because we want sales for this campaign, right? We can call this, we can put ad set budget right here, select this, all right? And then we can go ahead and we deselect this, by the way, deselect this, and then we're going to go to ad set. Now, the next step in this process, where it says conversion destination, we want to say website. All right. Now we're going to click on data set. I have a few data set right here, but you can click create new data set. All right. And I'm going to call this budget tracker. All right. And then you click create. All right. And then I could go return to creating ad set. Then I can click budget tracker. All right. Now, if you notice right here, there's an ID where it says dataset ID. You're going to copy that later and I'll show you guys how to do that. But first, we're going to put purchase right here. All right. So now we hit a little snag. Happy we hit this snag so that I can fix it while we're here. So we close that tab right there. I'm going to go to Events Manager. All right. So we're on the Events Manager. First thing we want to do is we want to copy this ID, copy. Then you want to go back to your store, go to Builder, and then you click Settings, click Application, click Add Application, click Facebook, and then you paste. Okay? Save. Once that is done, you go back to Facebook, Events Manager, and you want to test. All right? So we say website. website events. Don't know if this might work right now because I'm not using an official website link. You go to store, go to products, you go to your product page, and then you can literally click copy link as well. Okay. Any one of them works, but preferably do this one. Right, when you copy that link, go back to Events Manager, and then you paste the link, and then you click Test Event. Now, when you test, try to add to cart, try to go to checkout, right? Try to proceed to checkout, just do all of that. Then go back to Facebook. Facebook should then report. Now, as I mentioned, you will see reports right here, right? Especially on the overview, but because I'm not using an official website link, it probably won't send it to the server, right? So that's the reason why. Okay, but we're gonna go back to the campaign, assuming that that is all set. Now go back and click edit. All right, so now we're back on the ad set. Select the data set, which is budget tracker. Select the purchase event. Still inactive, right? But for now, we're gonna proceed. Now the budget, set it to $20 a day, and you want to change the date. For example, I want to set this to midnight so that the budget is spent properly. AM. All right. And then where it says country, click here, browse, and then click all. Now, when it comes down to E-rank, what you can do as well is you can check what countries spend the most on your products. So for example, 72% people bought in the United States, Morocco, Brazil, Canada, Philippines, other. What you can do if you want, you can test in the United States, the country or the top 4 countries, top 5 countries. So that's something you can check as you can test as well. So for example, instead of worldwide, you could go United States. You could go Morocco. You could go, what other country again? Brazil, Canada, Philippines. So Brazil, Philippines, all right. And then we could keep doing that, right? If we want to do that, right? But I do recommend you try to test the countries that typically search for this or spend the most, right? And then once that is done, right, you can add your stuff right there. Just put your name, right? Anything that pops up and asks you to verify, please just verify it to avoid challenges. The next step is we go to ads. Oh, we can name this. For example, what we'd name it is, I would say US, Brazil, Philippines. Put the necessary countries and put the age range 22 to, let's see the age range recommended, 25 to 45. We need to adjust that as well. 25 to 45. All right, so 25. I'll put it at 55. All right, so let's see here. We need to adjust the age as well. Show more control. Age minimum 25. Right? And older. Cool, cool, cool. That is good. Now we move on to advertisement. So click here. So we're gonna call this ad one. Right? You select your Facebook page. If you don't have an Instagram page, you can select the option for it to run from your Facebook page and show on Instagram. Deselect multi-advertiser. Your website URL is going to be the same one that we got from here. The same link. This is it. Copy this link. And you're going to put it back here. Okay. Very important. All right. The next step now, we're going to add the photo ad. So we click setup, image ad. Then we click media. And then we upload. All right. So once you click upload, you can upload the first advertisement. Once it is uploaded, we select it and then we click next. We click original for all and then click next. Now where it says primary text, we want to copy this. Paste. Ensure that it's evenly spaced out after every full stop. Bullets you don't need to space out. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. When the rum tell you he's a big dancer. All right. And the best part, it only costs $5. All right, there we go. Now we are in the headline section. We're going to grab some headlines right here. I'm just going to copy 3 of them. Copy. You guys, I recommend to copy as many as possible. That is good. All right, you can apply these if you wish. And then the headlines, paste. Add another option. You want as many as possible because, you know, different people react to different things. The AI also on Facebook gives you many more options. But you don't have to throw them all away unless they are trash. So we just click add options, add another one. All right, then I click next. We don't need anything right here. In fact, this is not so bad. Still guessing how much that you actually have. This is not bad, but yeah. Next for now. Only thing we want right here is like audio if you get the option. Like add music, yeah. Don't need no visual touch up. Add animation for images only, right? For images only, the only thing, remove text improvement, because trust me, it's not going to be an improvement. And then add the music, remove this, just music and animation. That's the only thing. Everything else should be off. Then done. Ooh, look at that, looking good. Track debt, see freedom. Still guessing how much debt you actually have? $5 debt tracker tool shows da. All right, looking good. So guess what now? The next thing we want to do, simple thing, just watch this. Website events, budget tracker, see now it's working. All right, what we want to do is build URL parameter. So first thing, campaign name, click campaign name. Campaign content, click add name. Campaign medium, click add set name. That is it. You have the video, you can pause, look at that and do it. Right? Don't say I go too fast. You can always have video, you can pause. Right? Now once it is done, everything right here is all set. Looking good. Now all you have to do right now is this. Click the add and click quickly duplicate. Now when you click quickly duplicate, you're going to change this to add to. Add to. Now once you've done that, what you want to do next is to go where it says media, click edit, and then click edit media. And then you upload another one. All right. Let's change the view so I can see the view. This one. All right, so we select that new one. Once again, keep it original. Next, all the settings should already be there, so it makes your life 10 times easier. Just click next, next, and done. Because all the settings are already there. You program it from before. So now here's ad number 2. Your debt, one simple sheet. And then you click quickly duplicate again. Let's say you're going to do the video ad this time. If it's a photo ad, you just repeat the same process that you just did. If it's a video ad, you click quickly duplicate, and I'm going to show you what to do next. So let's say this is a video ad. We call this ad 3. You can say video ad if you wish to identify. But what you will have to do right here is you'll have to delete the media. Oh, by the way, sorry. You see where it says branding site links, ensure to edit and ensure that they're not on. So click edit right here. If you get the option to just turn it off, like site links right here. Turn it off on all of them. Branding, turn it off. Just turn it off. Turn it off. All right, save that for now. Anyways, back to the video. So now we're gonna click remove. We're gonna delete this, and then we're gonna click add media. Sorry, click add media, and then click video this time, and then click media. Select something where you're talking or something. I'm just gonna click this. Skip original. Skip. Next. These are all the same because we already did that. Right? So now we have all our advertisements. Why do I look dark like this? Good Lord. Anyways, back. Anyways, so now we have that advertisement right there. We now can just click on debt tracking sales, and then we click publish, and it will publish every single thing. Right? Midnight, the ad will start to launch, start to run. Right? And yeah, if it is that you're running ads worldwide and you're not getting any impression, what you can do is you can go back and exclude the countries that Facebook is giving you challenges with. More likely it's going to be Taiwan, Singapore, India, right? You can just exclude those countries. Also, I have a resource down below. If it is that you're targeting worldwide, when you target worldwide, it's a bit cheaper than targeting the United States, right? Because the more money you spend, like for example, if you spend $20 and you target the worldwide, you probably get way more people to see your advertisement, right? Versus if you target just United States with $20, fewer people are going to see your advertisement because that quality traffic is very high and many people are competing for it. So yeah, if you want, yeah, you can just target worldwide and use the list of countries that I said you should exclude and simply exclude them by going back to this tab right here. And where it says countries, instead of include, you just scroll down, click exclude, and you just remove those countries and include the ones that are higher tier. All right. So yeah, hopefully you guys found this module helpful. I know it was a handful, but that's how you do it. You launch your advertisement, right? There's also a little training. I didn't add it inside this program. Didn't want to give out information overload, but there's a very powerful strategy that you can use to add to this to spend like $5 a day ads, right? And get sales crazy. If you guys want that, that's a paid course, right? It's not that extensive, just one video, quick training shows you how to do this. It's basically retargeting advertisement. So yeah, it's very powerful. If you guys want that, you can grab that as well. But yeah, it works wonders, especially with this strategy. All right. So yeah, with that said, guys, peace.